Hello, beautiful souls. How y'all doing? If you're new here, welcome. I'm Brainy, and this is Brainy Twin Gemini, where we speak of the law of attraction, spiritual health, growth, and fitness, manifesting your dreams into miracles, divine twin flame love, as it resonates for the Twin Flame Collective, for masculine and feminine energy. Just a little bit about myself. I am in physical harmony, essence, with my twin after, I want to say, brushing shoulders for decades, being at the same place at the same time, never really ever acknowledging each other in the third dimensional world. We did finally meet each other in the third dimensional world, went on our, I want to say, voyage of physical separation, and then by the grace of God, Source, Divine Universe, however you resonate, we navigated back to physical reunion. So I'm going to be doing masculine energy. I use 4 cards, 4 being my birth number. Strictly do the cards out of my own entertainment purposes and for pictorial purposes. Everything has been documented in a number of journals, and the energy always resonates with the Twin Flame Collective, and it's uncanny. So today, for I was not going to do I was going to do a backdrop. So what I mean by that was I was just going to speak to the message and then just put a video footage in the background. But after these cards fell out, the way they fell out, divinely fell out, I had to show you. It's just too much. So when I'm doing the cards, and sometimes it's great to see live, I get a certain energy or a certain, I want to say, call. And today it was communication. And before the card even fell out, I thought communication's going to come. Because I feel a couple of things before I get started. Generally, the videos I do are not date stamped. So it's whenever you stumble across them. They're divinely meant for you at that divine moment in time. But today is July the 13th. Monday, this coming Monday, is 7/17. July the 17th. And 7/17 is a very significant number for union and reunion. And one thing I'm going to ask you to do, I know this sounds strange, but I've been asked to ask you to do this. If it is sunny on the 17th, try and take a picture of the sun. Look at it later. You may see a portal opening within the sun. I know it seems strange. There's a huge portal opening, and you may or may not see it. If you don't see it, don't, get too fussed about it. But sometimes you will see this dynamic opening within the sun, or some form of beautiful image or message. So if you can, mark it on your calendar, and if it is sunny, try and take a picture of it. You'll be amazed sometimes what the message from the sun is. Also too, again, I don't know who these messages are for. On the right side of the temple, you may be having like this weird kind of sensation, and I feel like that's the third eye chakra clearing, and or you may have some, like, I want to say, sinus drainage, and it seems just to come out of nowhere, and then when it comes out you feel like this sense of clarity. I know it seems strange, and you don't like have allergies and you're like stuffed up, and then all of this drainage comes out and you just feel this sense of clarity. So that, I don't know who those messages are for. So I'm going to get started with masculine energy, and as I said, as I alluded to, communication. And ironically, that's why I wanted to show you this this message, because with this came the throat chakra, and the throat chakra truly does represent communication. So the masculine is working up the courage to communicate to the feminine energy. And that's because the feminine energy is, I want to say, energetically guiding the masculine energy back. You're like the feminine energy is kind of leading the way, so to speak, and giving that level of comfort to the masculine to be able to communicate. There is a certain element of mystery to this masculine energy. So not all things were known if you were in a physical essence of each other. And they kept some of these, I want to say, some of these secrets, darkness within themselves for your own protection. Because I feel like if the masculine had told you absolutely everything, you may have run right from the get-go. So there's an element of mystery there. When you come into physical harmony, and I believe like 717 is a gateway, a portal to open up for all beautiful things between you. What you I want to say divine feminine, you know that there's an element of mystery there. They are going to share everything. If you're not new to my channel, I like to give specific examples. I always knew when I was in physical separation from my beautiful beloved, there was an element of mystery there. That element of mystery was a karmic partner. I did not know. I just felt something was strange. It's hard to articulate into words. And I later found out that that's the mystery there. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. As this masculine is awakening, and they're like being pushed and forced into this awakening, it's a process. You don't just wake up one day and say, hallelujah, hallelujah, I'm awakened. It's a consistent process, because sometimes you can get caught in low vibration, and sometimes you can temporarily go back to sleep because of the low vibration. And you know, let go of the negative thoughts. I feel the energy. Don't know again who these messages are for. This word just came out to me today. So I ground energy a few ways each day, but I start each day with a very hot bath, and the energy, just the negative energy, seems to come out. You can feel the little bubbles behind your neck. That's the energy releasing the negative energy. But when I was in there, I do a bunch of mantras and meditation, and the one word that came to me was inspire. And I just, like, these cards never let me down. And again, strictly out of pictorial purposes. And inspire was one of those words this morning. And you absolutely inspire the masculine to be a better person. And it's beautiful. They've done so many things you may not see physically in the third dimensional world. Maybe you're not meant to be. Maybe it's for your own protection. But there's a lot of things that they've done because of your, I want to say, inception of you coming into each other. And it's absolutely beautiful. Got another few cards over here. They all resonate. I'll get to them in a second. I feel like I'm spinning my wheels and I'm trapped in the vortex of the low vibration in the 3D world. And that's sometimes what happens. So not all masculines travel at the same speed. Not all masculines are in the same energy orbit or aura. We all have a different, I want to say, navigation GPS system. So we navigate at our own speed. And as I said, you awaken, you sleeping. You awaken, you sleeping. Again, I'm only given the messages that I'm meant to deliver. There's others out there that have, you know, their own messages. And then there's other imposters out there that piggyback off the wisdom, the knowledge, and prophecy of others. So be careful of those. But some of them are feeling a little bit trapped, and you know, it's tough sometimes, but they continue to heal. And what you do for each other is heal each other. And the further you get along on your healing journey is when you come to the greater wisdom within yourself. It's tough to understand oneself and get to your true authenticity when there's all these layers of healing that are there. So you have to get rid of these layers by healing. And then once you remove that trauma, those, I want to say, layers, then you get to who you're truly, your true authentic self. It's so, so beautiful. Healing the heart and a man holding their heart. Another thing I had today was the message that I had earlier today was it had to do with the feminine and masculine energy, and how the feminine always knows that the love they have in their heart is for their masculine. The masculine has love in their heart. Sorry, that's a throat chakra. Has love in their heart, but they can't identify with this love, if that makes any sense. They know it's there. The divine feminine never leaves their orbit, their aura, their thoughts. You're always there, but they cannot reconcile with it. But they are reconciling, which is beautiful. And I feel like healing, like this is all here, healing, and it's all heart. It's not a coincidence how these cards come out. So we have to heal in order to remove those layers and come to the true authenticity. And you know what that true authenticity is? The voice of the heart. And this masculine is holding their heart for you, believe it or not. They just have to reconcile with that love after they heal, if that makes any sense. I love this one. I was saying, third eye, the sixth chakra, and I don't know what, with the temple pain, it usually represents either you're going to have a very powerful vision, or there's going to be like your intuition is going to guide you in the right direction. But the feminine energy in the last little bit has been just phenomenal with clearing these energy points and balancing them. And this third eye is located in the center of the forehead. It governs the pituitary gland, the lower brain, nervous system, the ears, the nose, the eyes. It's how we see things both physically and intuitively. When developed, it improves our intuitive abilities, helps us to see clearly the big picture. So very, very beautiful. I feel like when you come into each other, you activate that third eye automatically. You become very intuitive. And sometimes, as I said, that eye can close. That third eye is essentially your sixth sense. And when you get caught in this low vibrational energy, it closes and then it opens back up. Whenever I meditate, I see this eye and it's open. It's strange, I know, but it's crazy. I want to say rest and rejuvenation. And this kind of resonates with the healing and all of this good things. Rest. If you look at this picture, it's like, to me it looks like it's almost like a meditation state, and the masculine has started meditating and manifesting, and it's so, so beautiful. And this resonates with that because it's wish upon a star, and they are manifesting your love, believe it or not, and I love it all so very much. This card here, Lion Spirit. I've been doing this for a number of years, actually since 2019, since I met my twin, and never touched any cards, primarily because I journal everything. I just did it out of my own, I want to say, shits and giggles, and I couldn't believe how the cards always resonated. This card has not come out. I don't think it's ever come out in any one of my messages. And to me, the lion represents courage to overcome cowardness and fear. Because much of the masculine energy is consumed by sometimes an unhealthy ego And there's a lack of courage to come forward because they fear the rejection. And and sometimes that's what keeps the masculine away, is that unhealthy ego. But this lion is like the king of the jungle. It represents courage, strength, valor, wisdom, so many things. And I love this so much, and I feel like it just, this and the communication, it just resonates. And today I just really want to read you what lion spirit means. So it says, a healthy ego means you ease God's order and instead of edging God out. Lion spirit appearance is a reminder that you have been given a gift of pride and a healthy sense of your worth to express your divine, authentic self in a unique way. You are both a king and queen, secure in your own prosperity and wisdom and generous of spirit as you help others. Take pride in your ability to serve from the heart. Contentment with what you have right now allows you to use your resources wisely and give to others in ways to educate, heal, inspire, and delight. And as it said earlier, you inspire me to be a better person. Be proud yet humble. Practice gratitude, and you will find the accolades that come to you are no match for the joy of knowing what you have been able to do for others through expressing the bounty of generosity within you. Lion spirit knows there is a great savanna before you, and many will benefit from the healthy expression of your unique set of gifts. If you choose to work in partnership with spirit, all your relationships will flourish as you express your worth and generosity of spirit with humility and kindness. What a blessing you can be to all. And it absolutely, I want to say gifts, and because the gift that you give each other, wherever this went, the third eye, I don't know wherever the card went, is a gift, because you can see things clearly. There it is. You have a bigger sense of picture. It represents so many things, and I love it so much. So I'm sorry that this message was a little bit longer, but I feel it's such a beautiful message. So what do we have for feminine energy today? Beautiful feminine energy. So there's a lot going on with this energy, and I felt this energy in the divine feminine collective energy. And there is a sense of fear and a little bit of hostility, hence the reason why the masculine energy is communicating, let go of the negative thoughts, I feel the energy. So what happens is, this is a soul bond, which isn't always visible. It's an energy, a transfer of energy back and forth. So when you have fear or when you have hostilities, that energy transfers to the masculine, and then the masculine starts to feel fear of rejection, fear to move forward, all of these things. And it's that unhealthy ego that always wants to interfere with the beauty of the unconditional love at the soul level. It's hard to stabilize, and it's okay to get upset and angry. Why wouldn't you? And get frustrated and want to just throw in the towel. But truly what you're doing is you're giving up on yourself. It's hard when you're in separation, but you have to separate yourself from, separation, one of two things. Separation is merely just an illusion, because you see this chain link here, it's lit up with energy. So you're energetically bound no matter what happens in the third dimensional world. Nothing can destroy the energy and soul bond that you both share in different dimensions. You believe it or not, you come out of your soul comes out of your body at night. You may not even be conscious of it, and you meet up in a different dimension. It happens to many of us. We're just not, I want to say, aware in higher consciousness to understand the complexities of what we're truly capable of. Fear, it's time to separate yourself from the false sense of yourself and that fear. And some of you may just be feeling, you may be having some self-worth challenges. You're beautiful. Your soul is not visible by the human eye. but it is detectable by energy, and it is beautiful. You are beautiful. You're perfectly made. But sometimes when you're in this physical separation in the 3D world, we tend to look at our self-worth, like what you know, like what happened here? Why did they do this? And is it me? And you tend to beat yourself up. That is one of those traps. You have to overcome that, and it's kind of crazy. I feel like despite some of the hiccups, you're doing a lot of the right things. Meditating unconditional love, lie awake manifesting love. I love you to infinity. So even though there's this hiccup of, as I said, these hostilities, you always migrate back to the love in your heart, which is beautiful. And I know that with me, like when I was in this journey of separation, I'm like, I'm done, I'm finished, I can't do this anymore. I'm not merely getting these breadcrumbs. Like, we didn't have one communication when we were in separation, not one communication, not one hi, not one nothing. And I was like done so many times, angry so many times, but it was more or less that I couldn't accept and surrender to the love. So ultimately I was angry with myself, believe it or not. I know, you know, we always focus on what the other, I want to say, portion of our soul is doing, but just know that in higher dimensions, so sometimes, which you can't always see and understand, you are in that unconditional loving space, you know. And it's beautiful also too. You're going through a forced spiritual awakening, and you're confused as well. And that, I want to say, is sometimes the divine matrix. And the divine matrix is, you know, your divine being of who you are, and unraveling your true authentic self. And into me, I can see when you have that awareness and that visibility of who you're truly meant to be, and just removing all the toxicity and the garbage. Thinking, you know, maybe you're overthinking this, or it could resonate with the meditating of love. If you're meditating love, that's truly the voice of the heart, and the voice of the heart has so much more, I want to say, power, in your navigation. If you overthink, you get stuck, and then you get angry, and then you get fearful, and then you start, you know, repeating these negative egoic cycles. So you know, try not to overthink. I have this here, and envy. Maybe someone in your soul tribe, or I want to say, like, someone in your circle is envious of the love, because you want to scream the love from the rooftops, the mountains, whatever. And when you speak of this love, there is some envy, which brings your energy into a low vibration, which goes into this cycle or circle of, I want to say, noise of the mind. There's someone's envious, and if, you know, you've got to look within yourself to identify what and who where this envy comes from, because you have to. I'm not going to say, I shouldn't say half, because that's kind of telling you what to do. You may want to remove that element out of your circle, because it will continue to manifest in your aura, in your orbit, and or just get out into nature as often as you can and ground the nature, or ground the energy, or, as I said many times, meditate, which many of you are doing, which is beautiful, and have an Epsom salt bath. Release the energy, because I feel like this envious person in your orbit right now is causing the disruption of the mind. Believe it or not, you're a beautiful but most empathetic soul, and you radiate love and light. Who wouldn't want to take that? But you're taking, what you're doing is you're a sponge, and you're absorbing that low vibration and that negative energy, and you just need to expel it somehow and restore what you always do, beautiful feminine, the love, and get rid of the noise. And I have a woman holding a coin here. I love this so much. Many of you beautiful feminines, and the coin is to me the worth, the value of your worth. We sometimes in this 3D world, we feel like the measurement of our worth is by a coin. The measurement of our worth is much more than that. You have the utmost abundance, but yet some fail to see it. And the universe provides the utmost abundance. And if you adopt that mindset, and that you are completely worthy of everything in this life, especially life itself, then you will get to some pretty phenomenal miracles in your life. It all takes a change in mindset, and affirmations. I firmly believe in morning and evening affirmations. When you have these affirmations, you start, the more you listen to them, the more you manifest them. The more you manifest them, obviously comes into your orbit. And it really truly does create these miracles for you. So beautiful, beautiful message for you today as well. I love this one here. I love it so much. It's Giraffe Spirit and See the Big Picture. And I'm going to read this one today as well. And it says, giraffes stretch upwards to reach the treetops and look down from a high vantage point. When Giraffe Spirit appears, it is a sign to observe from a higher view. In all aspects of your life, it's time to stretch your neck out and broaden your view. Open your eyes to what others need or are experiencing, and see how the big picture, how you fit into the big picture. No matter how great your wisdom, knowledge, or experience, you don't want to overlook details and connections that will help you better understand yourself and your circumstances. To stretch yourself, look beyond what catches your attention at eye level, and know not everything is as obvious as you might like it to be. Spirit will bestow upon you now a new perspective that might make the difference. And I basically believe that, because I feel like you will come to a new perspective, because stretch your neck, open up your eyes, because not everyone is always genuine on your journey. And it's important to move that I want to say low vibration, or I want to say negative thought, or not so much thought, but negative energy from your circle, the drama. So that's what I have for you, you beautiful, beautiful souls, and you are. And again, these are the cards that I have, well, my beloved and I, we created together. So if you're interested in purchasing a deck, just go to the Etsy store, they're there. If you want a personal message, just go to my website. All the information is there. And we always take donations. The donations go back to the R&D, research and development, back to the channel. Everything goes back to the channel, for subscriptions, for video footage, music, all of that fun stuff. So again, if any of this video resonated with you, kindly just hit the notification bell, thumbs up, like, subscribe if you haven't already for more videos like this, and comment. We love to hear your comments. Have a beautiful day, folks.